Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Luke and welcome back to my karting YouTube channel. Today we're at Teamsport High Wycombe for a 50 lap race. It's my first 50 lap race on this channel, first actual race other than just practice sessions. So let's see how it goes. This event there was 10 people, most of which were members. I think like 8 of them were members. So yeah, it was pretty decent racing. Line up on the grid. We were allocated grid spots. I don't know if that's normal. I haven't had that before on other races I've done. But anyway, let's go. And it's lights out, and I completely fumble the start. I don't cover my inside, and I let about 4 drivers through. So second, straight down to 6th, and then 4th briefly, and then yeah, 5th. Not happy with that start, but you know, that's lack of race experience. Can only get better. I make these videos for myself to learn. So yeah, we move on, hoping that the drivers in front don't make some mistakes, I don't make too many, and I can just keep tabs on the back of this pack. And that's basically what happened. I kind of, yeah, little moment there, hoping that I can sneak past, but doesn't quite work out. But yeah, I kind of just stay about this sort of distance away. Kind of drops off a little bit, but not too bad. Just yeah, maintaining my pace, and trying to maintain the position as well. Cut to a few laps later, still same positions. Positions ahead have changed a little bit. Driver with the green helmet is falling back a little bit, gets blocked by a back marker, allowing myself and the driver in front to go past. I thought there was a move there, not quite. And that compromises my exit and entry onto the ramp. But I was able to cover it, and then that is P4 secured. I was trying to again maintain this gap. I knew that the driver ahead was pretty similar pace-wise to me, so yeah, trying to keep up with him really. Brief red flag up the ramp. I thought that was a bad place to stop, but power on these cars is actually pretty good, so straight up the ramp was quite easy from a dead stop. Yeah, and then kind of a few laps like this, maintaining this sort of distance with the guy ahead. Yeah, couldn't really do much, but I knew I had the driver with the green helmet behind me, so just trying to defend my best I could. I mean, you can see there on the right and the left, poking the cart either side of me, really giving me pressure, so I knew that it was time to defend, not attack. Went wide there, probably allowed a lot of time for the driver behind to catch up. Starting to make slight mistakes on my part, not the cleanest through that section. Seeing that the gap ahead is getting quite a lot bigger, this was obviously down to the driver ahead having clear track, not having to defend, just setting pretty solid and consistent lap times. Me on the other hand, deep into that corner, smacked the barrier, and that allowed the driver to sneak up the inside and take 4th place off me. A little bit slower than I was expecting through that corner, so hence the tap. Probably helped get out of the corner, so not great for me. That's basically how it stayed for a few laps. Yeah, caught up to a back marker. Thought I knew that I needed to get past at this point, just to keep behind this driver and stay as close as I could. Yeah, just trying to be as consistent as possible. We both again had pretty much the same pace. This back marker, unfortunately, I wanted to keep the distance between me and the driver ahead, and I should have waited and overtaken after the corner, but it is what it is. A few laps later, and it's the start of the pit window. These electric carts only last for 20 minutes. Race typically is about 40, so everyone does a mandatory pit stop. And just ahead of me comes a driver in 2nd place. Compromises my corner, as I didn't want to smack into the side of him. But I wasn't too worried about it because I knew that he had pace. I wasn't going to lose too much time. Maybe half a second to the driver that I'm racing. But yeah, nothing that I wasn't too worried about it, to be fair. Again, quite a few more laps later, catching up to this driver. I'll probably say about 8 laps later. Yeah, we were really closely matched, and it was really good racing, because I could kind of get a gauge on where I was on the grid pace wise. But anyway, knowing that we were in the middle of the pit window, I knew that our pit stop was coming up soon, so I was just trying to apply more pressure, try and force mistakes so that I could get the best in and out lap possible. And yeah, the marshal at the top of the ramp was black flagging drivers when the pit stop was needed, and I thought that was for me just then, so raised my hand kind of in, yeah, thank you, I'll pit now. But it turns out the driver in front also thought it was for them, but I obviously didn't realise, so we're both slowing to go in the pits, and then I bail out of it, and I think, okay, I don't really know what happened there, I thought it was for me, whatever. Try and do the fastest lap possible, try and make up the split second that I lost there, and yeah, just head down, getting shown the flag again so that I know definitely this is my turn to pit. Yeah, just trying to nail all these corners, hoping that this back marker ahead of me doesn't cause too many issues like before at this corner. But yeah, it's all good. Straight into the pits, but I didn't see any other marshal trying to guide me to where I needed to go, so I went to the only bit where I could see that a cart wasn't, which was between these two. That slowed me down because I got stuck. And then marshal finally does appear, and I've got to run about, I don't know, it just felt like forever. And when you stand up and you've got to run straight away, it's so difficult. But anyway, straight into the cart. The seat was not good, it was way too far forward. I just wanted to get out, and I could see the driver there, like I wanted to catch him. But anyway, a couple of laps, I was adjusting the seat, kind of trying to get comfortable, but yeah, I just had to deal with it really. That was a bit of a mess. I don't know what happened there, but you know, I just got to make the most of it. I know that now I've got this cart until the end, so let's just fight. A few laps later, I caught up this driver. I was about 2.5 seconds behind. I'd say this was probably like 12 laps after the pits, so I knew it was closing stages of the race. I just needed to not make mistakes and just hope that kind of tiredness played a factor in the driver ahead. This is a very physical track. My arm was killing me pretty much as soon as we set off really, but I was just hoping that whatever this driver had was worse. And I could definitely sense that the gap was closing. I just didn't know if it was quick enough. I could see that it was down to about 2 seconds now. Every time I was going across the line, I was looking at the timing screen, and I could see that I was in 4th. I don't know how I got 4th, because I was 5th for most of the first half of the race. I think the driver in 3rd had a shocker, even worse than my pit stop. But yeah, that driver I just overtook there, the back marker, I was like, I need to overtake you. It was going to be there, or it had to be there. It just had to be, in my eyes. But yeah, I was like 1.5 seconds behind the driver in green now, roughly. And yeah, just hoping I had like 5 laps left of the race, because I thought I could probably catch him in 5. Really trying to apply the pressure now, like less than a second I reckon. No, probably about a second. I knew that this corner before the up ramp I was pretty strong. They were going quite wide, I was keeping nice and tight, and I got a really good run up the ramp. Lift tiny little bit into this corner, hope that I didn't get too much oversteer in these apexes, and yeah, try and just maintain, get better, you know, not hit the barrier before the down ramp. And then I was like, I knew that this was the second to last lap probably, so I was really starting to get proper hot and sweaty. I just felt like I really needed it. I really wanted the confidence boost as well of the podium. But I mean, I was happy with kind of maintaining 4th and being a strong contender for 4th. Like, I couldn't see 5th behind me at all. Like, I had no idea what happened. Again, catching this back marker, I was really hoping they'd kind of properly slow down the driver in front. Did a bit, probably not quite enough for what I needed, but I do have to say fair play to the lap markers. They were pretty good at getting out of the way. The driver into the bottom corner at the start, that was just my bad. That was my bad judgment. This, as it turns out, was the final lap. I was hoping that I had maybe like 2 more. I just felt like I was so close. In the video, it doesn't look as close as it felt, as I thought it was. But you know, I thought at the time 2 more laps and I should be able to do it. At least then it was a pretty good recovery drive. But I guess it shows that I've got some more work to do. And then yellow flags over the line, and yeah, that was a really fun race for me. I'm not sure how the commentary was, probably crap, but first time. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. All the members were great and just lovely people. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I ended up finishing 4th from 2nd, so not too bad, but not great. But yeah, my next video will be from Cardiff, hopefully, 50 lap race there. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care and peace.